Hey guys, what's going on? It's Sin here, and today, first off, I'm going to tell you story time. I might as well do it. I have a lot of stories, and if y'all like the content, then y'all can, drop a like, drop a sub. It's all up to you, of course. But I did think it was something that I wanted to do, and I've always wanted to tell my stories because I'm a gamer. I'm an introvert. I don't go talk to people about my shit. I just kind of keep it to myself. And with that being said, I'm going to tell you about the time I got banned from the YMCA. Phew, this fucking place. Okay, so the YMCA I went to was an after-school program. It was like half teachers, half YMCA people. I don't know if there was a local YMCA that they split and came to our place, but that's what I did know is that it was a half YMCA, a half gym. And with the half YMCA and the half gym, usually there was just a lot of people sitting there on their fucking phone watching children's. Oh, my bad. You can't see my phone. That's all they would do was just sit there on their phone. So one day I was playing dodgeball against these kids, or I was doing something. I think I was talking trash because I've always been a trash talker. Even nowadays, I talk my shit. Especially if I think I'm better, I talk my fucking shit. So I go and I talk my shit, and eventually these kids start getting mad with me, and I realize it's a 3-on-1, a 3-on-1, dumbass, 3-on-1 if these kids get mad. So I'm gonna dip right now before they even have the chance to do that. Well, I go and I start walking away. I'm like, yeah, fuck this. I don't wanna, I don't wanna start any beef. I don't wanna start any beef because I don't want anybody getting mad at me just because I talked a little bit of shit. So I start to walk away, and this kid pushes me in the back. He pushes me, and I fall, and I shit you not, I bounce on the floor, the gym floor, and I slide about 5 feet because I was really light back in the day. I've been a really small kid all my life, and fucking, so I slide, and I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, what the fuck, yo? And I go to sit up, and the guy jumps on my back. Boom. I'm like, who the fuck do you think you are? And I'm getting up to whoop this motherfucker's ass. I full on plan on whooping his ass. Fucking him up, to say the least. God, I suck without my glasses. But I'm planning on whooping this motherfucker's ass. I am gonna, I was gonna fuck him up. And so the kid goes, and after I like start to pick him up, pretty much, I'm picking him up. After he realizes that it's not that smart of an idea, his buddy jumps on his back. So now I have 2 people on my back. Well, once 2 people joined, I guess the third guy was like, fuck it, dog pile. He jumped on my back as well. So now I have 3 people on my back, and each time these kids jumped on my back, I lost like a lot of breath, a lot of oxygen. It's not a easy fucking thing to just have somebody jump on your back like you know, like it isn't another full human. I should probably mention, these kids were the same, if not older than me. Like, they're the same age, maybe older than me. I think I was the youngest one in there. So these kids are jumping on my back, and I'm like, oh, fuck, I can't breathe. And let's just say I had one opportunity. I had one thing I could do, and there was a leg hanging in front of me while I was on the ground. I realized there was just a leg kind of dangling. I said, well, shit, if I'm gonna get up, I have to fucking do something. I feel like I'm about to pass out. So I go, and I'm like, alright, fuck it. And I go, and I take the kid's leg, and I just bite the living shit out of it. And once I bite the shit out of it, the kid goes, and he's like freaking out. He's like, get off of me, get off of me. He's like, get off of me, get off of me, get off of me, get the fuck off of me. But he's not saying that because we're like 7 at the time or something like that. He's like, get off, get off, get off. He starts crying, and I'm like, oh, fuck it, whatever. And eventually the kids get off of me, and I'm like, alright, whatever. And I think nothing of it for the next 10 minutes. eventually, it took them apparently 10 minutes to find me after I went to the water fountain and I was shooting a basketball. It took them 10 minutes to find me. It took them 10 minutes, and then they come up to me and they're like, Jay, where have you been? We've been looking all over for you. We've been yelling in the gym. I'm like, no, the fuck you haven't. Fucking liars. First time I've heard you. Well, I learned later on that while they were looking for me, they were just interviewing the other boys. Like, they were like, what happened? So they got all of their stories before I even stepped in the fucking room. So I'm sitting there, I'm like, oh, fuck me. This is gonna be bad. Just, like, what am I gonna do? Like, I don't want to get in trouble. I don't usually get in trouble. I'm a good kid. How the fuck did I hit that guy? Yeah, I'm a good kid. Like, I shouldn't be getting in trouble over dumb shit like this. This kid. I'm like, yeah, I'm a good kid. I shouldn't be getting in trouble for anything. I've always been a good kid. So, they pull me in the office and they're like, you're in big trouble. And we didn't have a principal because it was school, but the principal wouldn't stay for school hours. So we had a dean, which is pretty much, but like, if the principal had a side bitch and they were like, yeah, you're the dean now. But so now this dean, I have a dean, I have a teacher, and I have 2 YMCA important people. And they're all, like, they are all trying to scare me. They're like, you're in big trouble, mister. You don't even understand what you've done. You're in so much trouble. You're never gonna be allowed back in here. Blah, 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 blah. And just talking, like, so much, and they're just trying to scare the fucking shit out of me. I'm a little kid. I'm, like, 7. I'm like, what? What did I do? And all I'm thinking is, I did this in self-defense. Like, I bit this motherfucker because I had to, not because I wanted to bite somebody. And so eventually, we go and, like, they called my dad. My dad was about 20 minutes out, so it took him a minute to get there. But he's, you know, he's coming, and my dad never, like, I never got my dad to come to school. Whenever I got in trouble, whenever I got in trouble, I would never have my dad come to school. I'm just always a good kid. Well, he walks into the room, and I see him stare, and somehow he knows exactly where I am, and he stares straight at me, just dead at me, looking into my fucking soul. Down in the fucking depths of hell is where this man was staring. If he had a staring contest with a fucking rock, he would have won. This man was fucking terrifying. So this man is sitting there staring at me, and I'm like, I fucking fold. I'm blinking. I'm starting to tear up a little bit, but I haven't done anything to, you know, reward that stare. Like, I was like, what? So I asked, or my dad asked me, what happened? Oh, well, what did you do? And I was like, I didn't do anything. I bit a kid. And I said it like that. Like, literally, I was like, I bit a kid. He was like, what? And I was like, well, it really wasn't anything. I had to bite the kid. I didn't want to bite the kid. And he was like, why would you bite somebody? You know, you're not supposed to do that. I raised you better than that. I was like, no. Like, I had to bite him. My dad was like, what? I was like, I had to bite him. I was going to choke out. And he was like, huh? And the dean, like, tried to interrupt me when I was, like, telling the story. Like, no, that's just an excuse. Oh, blah, 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 blah. That's just an excuse. He's just saying that so he doesn't get in trouble. We have video camera proof. And I'm like, you have video camera. Okay. And I said, can we see the video? I literally asked him. I was like, can we see the video? So we go and start looking at this video. It's fucking hilarious. It's 240p, I swear to God. 240p, and all you see are these kids jumping on top, just boom, boom, and hitting me, and my dad just says, okay, I think we're done here. And the principals apparently never looked at the video. They, like, just took it, or the teacher, or whatever. The dean was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry, and my dad was like, no, fuck y'all, and he started cussing, and they were like, sir, you need to calm down. I was like, no, fuck y'all. Y'all didn't want to watch camera footage. You didn't want to get my son in trouble. Fuck you. So they were like, you know what? we were gonna let this
That's
go by,
right,
but
you
your
better
kid
run.
still bit somebody. So we're gonna have to expel him. Tell me what fucking land that makes sense. I got jumped, and I got expelled because I bit a kid in self-defense. Tell me what fucking lick of sense. And I think it was just because my father escalated the situation. But what fucking sense did that make? And they just started cussing each other out, and they were like, "We need you to leave the property now." And I was just like, "Okay, I get to go home. It don't matter." Ben 10 is on right fucking now. Y'all are wasting my time. Because, I mean, I was a kid. But on the ride home, we literally stopped and got ice cream, even though I don't even like ice cream like that. And he was like, "Yeah, we'll be finding you a new place to stay after school." So that's how I got banned from YMCA. So if I had to give you some advice, don't bite people. Anyway, if you like this video, drop a like. If you like my content, or if you want to see what's coming up in the future, drop a sub. It's free, and if you don't like it, or you change your mind, you can unsubscribe. Anyway, hope you guys have a wonderful day. Peace out.
So